Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Today I'm turning this little log that my husband had got for me. I'm not exactly sure what kind of wood this is. I did look up, and the pictures that I found, it kind of resembles the tree of heaven, or what we refer to as sumac. But I'm not exactly sure. So if you know by looking at the bark what this is, please leave me a comment below, and so that way I can identify this correctly. I'm not exactly sure the shape of this piece. I know it's going to have wings on it. I just don't know the shape quite yet. I'll establish the tenon on this and the foot, and I'll go from there. I'm marking where I want the rim to start. Now it is going to be a lot thinner than this. This is just a reference point for me to be able to start removing the material on the inside of this piece. I wanted to check the moisture content in this piece of wood, and it is reading 38%, so I really need to make sure that I get the thickness of this bowl evenly all the way through. That's really going to help the drying process. my finish, I'm using Axe Abrasive Sanding Paste and Polishing Paste. Before I started applying this, I did blow this off really well with the air hose, wiped it back with denatured alcohol to remove any residual dust that might be present, and then I applied 3 coats of sanding sealer, and in between each of those coats after they were dry, I denipped it with a Scotch-Brite pad. I'm using this white towel just to help hold pressure on this piece to where I'm not beating my fingers up. I could use the blue towel alone, but that extra towel, that padding, it saves my fingers from getting whacked. So it works out perfectly. Just whenever you're doing something like that, please be careful. It wants to grab. I wish you could see that in here. Next time I decide to do that, I'll do that in normal speed so you can see what I'm talking about. So you've got to be very careful. If you feel at any time when you're turning that you're nervous or you're scared, please just stop and don't do that. Find a different way. Take it off the lathe and put your finish on it. Just, you got to be safe when you're doing this stuff. Now for the tenon, the removal of the tenon, I used the Ron Brown Natural Edge Jam Chuck, and it works so perfectly. But on my last video, I made it a point to say that make sure that you mark center before you flip your piece around to haul out the inside. Well, guess what? I didn't do it on this piece, and I had a really, really hard time finding center on this to get it balanced enough to take that tenon off. I think I spent probably close to 45 minutes on this just to get it balanced enough to get that tenon off. So always make sure that you take your tailstock before you go to flip it around to haul out the inside. Take your tailstock up and just tap the bottom of that piece so that way you know where center's at. That way whenever you go to remove your tenon, you already have center, it's ready to go, and you can remove it quicker than I did today. Alright guys, we made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me that thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you never miss out. It's absolutely free to subscribe to my channel. It will not cost you a dime. So please make sure that you subscribe. Also, leave me a comment and let me know what you think of this video. I do have pictures at the end. I really hope you enjoy them. Until next week guys, God bless. Goodbye.